Yeah, just really happy and excited for the way the guys came out and ready to play today. I really thought in all three phases we executed the way we needed to, and I felt like we came out and we were in attack mode. But our guys did a really good job of coming out with energy from the very get go and just preparing for every play and coming out and trying to win every snap. But once again, I just was really impressed the way in all three phases that we prepared this week in order for us to come out there and do what we did today.
It's
Starting off for Delby. Sorry. Kyle Greason, by the way, from the Dartmouth. For Delby, 4 rushing touchdowns, no sacks allowed, giving Grayson the time he needed to complete 92% of his passes. How does an offensive performance like this set the tone for the rest of the season?
I think the biggest thing that comes out of a day like today for us is confidence. Um, you know, we work all week about wanting to establish the run. We knew we wanted to run the ball coming into this game. And, after a performance like that, the biggest thing we take away from it is, all right, we know we can do it. And now we just have to get back to work on Sunday and the rest of next week and get ready to do it all over again. But the biggest thing is, we know we can do it. Now we just have to go out there and perform and get ready to.
Obviously, early in the season, had some inconsistencies on special teams. What did you do today to like tighten up the screws and stay consistent throughout the game?
Yeah, since this last Sunday practice, the team has just been, like Coach McCorkle said, really focusing on attack mode. Today, I feel like the whole team just brought everything together. Like we have the tools, we have the pieces, everything just lined up today. You know what I'm saying?
So did you know what was happening in the punt block, and how pleased were you that the ball bounced right up to you?
Yeah, the ball did just bounce right there. I looked up, it was right there, but um, it was a good moment. Had to wipe it, turn the page, get right back for the next play. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't have done it without the rest of my team as well. Just throughout the week, bringing the energy every practice, and yeah.
Was there something that you guys saw in the film?
Yeah, for sure. I came off after the first punt, and I told Coach McCorkle like I could get it, and he gave me the green light, and I just went and got it.
For Tyson, Mike Coughlin, Valley News. Can you kind of just walk me through, the pick six and also just your thoughts on, what kind of a confidence booster that was or a tone setter that pick was, so early on for you guys?
Yeah, just to piggyback off of what Nicole and Coach said, I mean, this whole week we were focused on attack mode. We got to go take the plays ourselves. We can't wait for them to come to us. So the play came our way, and I was just fortunate enough to make it. And I just feel like it was great for the team to set the tone. And it wasn't just defense too. Offense was in attack mode, as you see. Special teams was in attack mode the whole game. So it was just great confidence booster for us. We know we're capable of it, so it's good to see it on film.
Did the receiver like give anything away that allowed you to jump that route?
I don't. He didn't really give anything away. Just reading the keys, just going through my progressions, like the coaches tell me to do. Read the receivers, do my job, and then look for the quarterback. And I just happen to be there and make a play. It's a good play.
Review, like what does a win like this mean in terms of like confidence going into a big game like Harvard?
I think it's great just for all three sides of the ball, but you can't get too high, can't get too low. We got to wipe it. We have like we know Harvard next, and it's going to be a great test for us. So we got to look forward to Harvard, understand that what we're capable of, but we can always get better, and we got to focus on what we can improve from this game.
Yeah, I would say like Tyson. I mean, you can't dwell on anything, a win or a loss. But the biggest thing you can do is learn from it, even on the good days. I mean, there's always things we can clean up, and we're definitely going to have to move it into next week.
Yeah, to piggyback off both of them, we know what we can do. We have the tools, everything aligned today, and we just have to continue that moving forward. So for all three of you guys, what's it like to play on a Friday night like this under the lights? That's maybe different than playing on a Saturday afternoon. Yeah, it kind of took me back to high school. You know what I'm saying? Friday night lights. it was definitely it was a short week, but we got what we needed to do throughout the week, and the team came out and did what we needed to do.
I mean, yeah, it's fun. I mean, you get to be under the lights again. It definitely feels like a little bit of a high school football game. You know, you get that chilly air, the sun's going down when you're warming up, and you're out there under the lights with all your best friends. There's nothing like it.
Yeah, I mean, exactly that. I mean, it just takes you back to high school. I mean, we're just sitting here antsy the whole day waiting to play. And, yeah, it was a great game. I love these opportunities, Friday night games. It's a good time.
Can we talk a little bit about how it inspires you guys up front to have DJ and Grayson and those guys really benefiting from what you're doing up front?
It feels really good. I mean, as a whole group, as an offense, I think everyone just feeds off each other. You know, we feel really good as a unit up front when we make a good block and we're able to get our guys past the line of scrimmage. And whether that's, you know, a 3-yard gain for a 3rd and short that turns into a first down, or a first down play that's an 8-yard gain or a 10-yard gain. I mean, it builds off of it every single time. And when we build that momentum, I think we're unstoppable as a group.
For the student athletes?
For anybody, how much did you appreciate not going scoreless for 3 quarters and getting touchdowns and getting off to the start that you did after the slow starts of the last couple of games?
I can go for it. Yeah, I mean, I think that just proves to us what we're capable of. And, you know, that's definitely something we want to take with us going forward through the rest of the season. We know we can do it, and just being able to have the focus and, like, the mental strength to be able to capitalize at the start of the game and, you know, not put ourselves behind the 8 ball.
Coach, if I told you that you would have 5 plays in the first quarter and be leading 28-0, what would you have said to me?
I'll take it. Yeah. No, you know, like we said, that's the thing we really, you know, focused on and talked about it all week, that all 3 phases that we need to come out ready to attack. And we need to be aggressive and be ready to do our job. And just, you know, I thought all 3 phases, they were anxious to get out there and do it. And they all, you know, what we worked on and what we expected, they went out there and did that. And it put us in a really good position early in the game, obviously, to the block punt and to, you know, 3 and out and score a touchdown, and just everything kind of falling in place, and just the momentum. And our guys did a good job of, you know, continuing with that momentum and riding that wave throughout the entire game.
Just in terms of DJ and Grayson, those two seem to continue to be a dynamic duo on the ground. I mean, what does that do to the offense to have 2 guys like that who can really carry the load offensively in the rushing attack?
Well, it puts a lot of stress on the defense. I mean, obviously, you've got to be, you know, you've got to be very disciplined. You've got to be in the right spots. But with having the ability of both of those guys to be able to take that ball and get north and south and gain yards, run the ball. But obviously, it comes down to our offensive line. Our guys do a really good job up front. Our offensive line, our tight ends. And I really thought our wideouts did a much better job this week on the perimeter blocking. And a lot of times you don't see that and realize that, but a lot of those pop, you know, our run when DJ pops it, it's because those wideouts they're getting hat on a hat, and they're in a good position to allow him to find that open space. But I think those guys, you know, they trust the linemen, they trust the blockers, and they trust what we're doing schematically as well.
And just another one, you've had a lot of wire-to-wire victories in this, wire-to-wire games in this season. The last 2 games, this one against Columbia and then the last one against Fordham, have been a little bit more comfortable. What have you taken away from those close victories that helped you really kind of just dominate this game in the last one?
Well, I think you take one play at a time. You really do, and I think that's the biggest thing to focus on. You know, you can't worry about, you know, what the score is, and, you know, we talk about it. We came at halftime at 0-0, and you got to go out there and treat it like that. But I think our guys do a really good job. Our coaches do a really good job of really focusing on the next play. Let's win that next play. But yeah, I think the fact that we were able to get a little cushion there early on, it puts a little pressure on the other team. It makes them a little bit one-dimensional, and I think that allows you to do a little bit more things that you were hoping to do.
So they take the opening kickoff and really are moving the ball down the field. Talk about how you adjusted after that you get the big interception, and then you give up nothing the rest of the way.
Yeah. I was a little disappointed, the way they were running the ball on us. But obviously, they had a scheme. They had, came in with a good plan, and we did make some adjustments. That interception was huge. That kind of stopped that momentum a little bit. And but I thought our guys, the front seven, did a really good job of really, knowing what they were trying to do, knowing the block scheme they were trying to do, and Donnie Doves and the rest of the staff did a good job putting our guys in good places to shut that, do a good job of slowing that down.
Harvard next week. It's a huge game. What's the mindset going into that game?
Well, it's just you prepare the same way every week, and we're gonna, we got tomorrow off, but we'll come back Sunday, and we're gonna prepare Sunday like we always prepare. And it's Harvard's a big game because it's the next game, and we're going to lock in and focus, and we got to prepare ourselves. They're a very solid football team, very good football team, and we're excited for the opportunity. And but we'll take it one day at a time, and we'll work on getting better. And there's a lot of things that we got to fix from today, a lot of things that we did really well, and but we'll prepare each day and get prepared for them.
Are playoff conversations kind of in your mind yet, or
Nope. Harvard.
Talk a little bit about how you saw like confidence affect the game tonight on all three sides of the ball. Obviously you saw guys like who were really confident stepping in and like making plays, and maybe like from a coaching perspective how you saw that impact the final score.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. We say, hey, we got dudes in this room. We got guys who can play, and I think some guys were just still not completely confident that they could be that guy. And we just kept telling them and say, hey man, you just got to go out there and play, and because you can be a really good football player. And a guy like McCoy, he's a sophomore, and he's a guy he's right there, he's right there, and all of a sudden he went out there today with a lot of confidence, and that's exciting. And we had a number of guys like that who stepped up, and all it takes is one big play, and that just flips an individual's mentality and their confidence, and that's all it takes. And I think a lot of guys did that today.
You have a lot of guys who practice all week and don't often get into games. How much did you appreciate being able to get those guys the experience to be out there and to sort of have a payday for what they do all week?
No, it's great. I mean, they work their butts off, and we got a lot of group of guys who sometimes don't get the opportunity, and it was nice to be able to get them out there, and they performed. And our expectations are the same for them as our starters. And but that's why we tell them all the time, you got to be ready. So when your opportunity comes up, you got to be ready to go out there. And I thought our guys did a good job going out there and playing.
Hey, Sammy, clean game from you guys offensively. Can you just talk about, how the offense's ability to keep the ball. I know earlier this season were struggles with turnovers. Just could you talk a little bit about, having this type of a clean game, how that helps you guys out, to have this, margin of victory that you guys had today?
And that was a big thing we talked about all week. Let's win the turnover margin, and let's don't give the other team, easy opportunities. And Columbia in the last couple games and against Penn, that's they had 21 points and 14 of it was off turnovers early in the game. So we know that they're a team that creates that, and we had to do a good job of making sure that didn't happen. And but I thought our guys did. They did a good job protecting the ball. Grayson made good decisions, and then our play calling as well. We didn't put Grayson in a tough situation to have to try to force things, and he did a good job of that. And to me, that's huge.